Social justice is about access, opportunity, and support.
I think social justice is a way of offering people equal access to opportunities to further their education and their potential as a human being.
It's access to education, access to services, access to resources, opportunities for people to act on what's available. So whether that again is education or opportunities to learn and grow in new ways, to get involved in their communities and take responsibility for their own communities.
To me, social justice is when a person who's a citizen of a country can walk on the streets knowing that they're protected by the legal system of that country, regardless of their race, gender, ethnicity, religion.
For me, I think it's, and this is maybe my take, my own personal take, but I think in terms of Otterbein's roots, that I think it boils down to a love of God and a love of neighbor, and those two are so intimately connected that really you do one, you do the other. It just they go hand in hand.
Social justice is exactly that: equality and dignity for everyone, no matter who they are.
I think it's interesting that everyone talks a big game in either direction, but no one really does anything about it. And when people actually do, they're branded as hippies or activists or people who, are a little crazy.
I think that social justice is something that's so basic and universal to most people, at least, that using such flowery, college language would actually do it a disjustice. Everyone getting their fair shake in every aspect of life, whether it be personal, professional, or legal, financial, or whatever it is. No matter what their creed or race or color or number of toes that they may have.
Me personally, social justice means to me just treat me the same way you would treat maybe your best friend. I'm not saying that you have to like me, but don't stereotype me because of something I might say, or don't think that I'm gonna do something just off of the way I look, or maybe how you meant, or maybe how you think I'm supposed to act. Don't expect me to be a certain way.
For me personally, as a chaplain, as a clergyman, I suppose in some ways throughout my ministry I've always been involved in some form of social justice aspect. I think probably there's the basis for that is spiritual kinds of reasons, and I think on my past that has to do with spiritual reasons that were also coupled with being real working class. You are your brother's keeper, you are your sister's keeper. If somebody's hurting, you try to do something to alleviate that. And I think that's what a lot of social justice boils down to. It's not just issues like housing, it's not just issues of hunger, it's not issues about poverty, that kind of stuff, but it's seeking to alleviate suffering, people in misery. If you can, I think the toughest part though is to not just do band-aid kinds of things, but to try to get to systemic kinds of reasons for the suffering.
Even on a smaller scale, I think it's important that everybody tries to do their part and keep an open mind and help their fellow man.
As far as the world as a whole, we're not nearly where we should be. It's kind of sad that we're perfectly okay. Like I said before, that social justice should be a universal concept, and it's not. So, and we're perfectly okay with it because we exploit labor or economic deals with countries that have worse standards of living, and we're perfectly okay with that as long as our standard of living doesn't go down because we have to spend more money on products that we buy. But I don't know. I feel like that should be addressed. But within our borders, I guess our social justice is okay.